It's finally here. It's Tuesday, 8 p.m. It's time for CCUK Resin Q&A Live, sponsored by apexresin.co.uk. Don't forget, use my discount code CCUK, save some money. That's right. Tonight and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. we're going live on the only resin talk show where you meet your favorite artists and creators behind the gloves. CCUK Resin Q&A Live. We'll be talking with fellow resin artists and creators and answering all of your questions live. Make sure you stick around. Ask all your questions in caps lock. Get involved, share this video with your friends and family, and enjoy the show. And with that, I'd also like to take a moment to say a massive thank you to everyone that supported this channel, guests, sponsors, members, and subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. We all grow together. The more questions you ask, the better the live will be. To be creative and ask away. Make sure at the end of the video you give it a thumbs up and comment. That's how we all keep growing. But for now, sit back, grab a drink, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, hello, and it's Tuesday night. It's 8 p.m. Hopefully you can hear me. It's time for another CCUK Resin Live. First of all, apologies to Jules. Apparently I made her jump, so apologies for that. Speakers were on full, apparently. But I am really, really excited tonight. And to be fair, this person's probably had enough of me this week because I spent a lot of my weekend with this person as well, but she is amazing in real life as she is on the channel. So I'm very excited to have her back. I'm sure you all know by now who it is, and she's just adjusting her camera. So I'm going to carry on for a second until she gives me the thumbs up. Oh, I've got a thumbs up. So who is ready to see the amazing LOULA from Nerd Goblin Art a year later? I am. Let's meet her again. Hi, LOULA.
Hello.
Hello.
I lose half my body weight. That's shocking. In that year.
So it's been a long time since I've seen you.
Been ages. Who is this weird, strange man on this?
I'm missing my two new best friends already.
Ah, they're in shame in the room at the moment.
Oh, are they? Okay. No, they were amazing. Oh, you've got Amy saying she's a fangirl of you in chat as well. So there we go. You've got a fangirl.
Oh, that's my Amy. That's my Amy. I claim
we got a few in chat. You know, people want to see you again.
I can't actually see the chat, guys. Okay, because Andy will tell you that my laptop. I had to fly off the laptop. None of the sound was working. So I had to get on my phone, so I can't see anything.
I'm popping them up as they come up, and I'm going to... Can you see them on the screen now or not?
I can see some, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll pop them up as they come through, and then obviously any questions, everybody in chat, remember, put them in caps lock, and then the lovely Lisa is going to message me them as well. So thank you to Lisa as well. I don't thank her enough for what she does on these lives and sends me the questions through. So thank you, Lisa. There we go. That will make her happy, hopefully. But, indeed, but I am so excited for this. I can't believe it's been a year since you first came on.
I know. It's gone quick, hasn't it?
And I watched part of that live back on my lunch today, which was quite interesting. We had so many technical difficulties on that live.
Did we?
Yeah. I got buffering wheels and just froze like this. You had a few problems, I think, with your microphone echoing at the start.
I got a new microphone now. Oh, we've learned. New cameras.
I know. I saw the studio. I went into the Goblin's Cave, people.
You've been in the cave. You didn't see my new camera light and all, though.
No. What did you get?
I have no idea. Just something I like the look of online. Be careful.
But no, in case you missed it as well, this weekend just gone, I drove down and actually met LOULA, which was amazing. She's only the third person I've ever met in real life from the resin community. And it was great. We did some resin art. We poured some resin. We painted. I got introduced to 3D printing. And we got Martin. Hello.
He tried stealing my wife. He drank all my coffee. Never again.
15 cups of coffee at least. Martin shares my coffee addiction apparently as well. I didn't know that.
You do. You have a coffee thing.
I do.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy now. They've seen Martin. That's all they came for.
That's fine. I'm going. Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you instead.
No, I'll bore them to death.
He said he'll bore you all to death.
Oh, but no, it was great. And you know what? I actually learned a lot as well, which was amazing. So I think you've convinced me I need to get a 3D printer.
You
Don't
done
know
that?
when it's going to happen.
No, you done that all by yourself. I really didn't add much to the conversation. I just tried making you aware of the best print you can buy.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good choice. Stumbling on me.
I think it was just seeing them and going, "Oh, I want one."
It's nice to have the blame on someone else as well. It's quite refreshing, actually.
It's like when you're on Temu and you're like, "Oh, I want that." Yeah, oh, what about if I spend another 50 quid? I get 10 free.
Turning you up. That's better. Saying of talking of 3D printers, he's decided to have 2 of them running.
Right.
When he knew I was doing this. Nice.
One of them's for you, to be fair.
One of them's for me.
No, they're both for you, to be fair.
They're both for me.
Ooh. But it was amazing. And if you guys didn't see it, we did a live as well, where we painted Medusas. And LOULA's was a lot better than mine, is what I'll say. I'll hold my hands up. LOULA is the better painter. Oh, that's beautiful. Not quite as beautiful as the one that I had, but yeah, it's lovely.
Painted live.
Live. Yeah,
Oh,
so it was good fun though. And I've got a boot full of wood at the moment, so that's always good.
Andy's always got wood. I've got some of Andy's wood as well, guys.
Yeah, you have.
It's not phallic at all.
But no, that was great as well. And there was that little place I'd never heard of, and there were so many different species of wood. One I hadn't ever heard of, which was it sent from heaven or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's a weed in America, apparently.
Yeah, it's a weed in America, but it looks beautiful to me. Thanks, Lauren. And again, I just want to say again to you, LOULA, thank you. It was amazing. You know, I don't get out the house very often, so I got to leave my cave and come to your cave.
Very impressed, Sandy. Very impressed.
But
I didn't curl my hair. I just blow dried it and I shaved the beard. So thank you very much, Nicky Nocky.
But I've done a bit of research, and this might surprise you.
Okay.
Do you remember how many subs you had when you last came on?
No.
I do.
How many did I have?
You had 1,270.
When I came on to you the first time.
Yep.
When I came on to you. No.
Don't tell Martin.
He hears everything. Right. They're like big ears.
But no, I just want to say as well, and I'll say this on the live, I am so proud of you as well, the way that you've grown. And actually, I think you've not just grown on YouTube. I think you're more confident in yourself. I mean, if you compare the 2 lives, I think you are a lot more confident in yourself and on the videos now. And I think it's amazing to see.
I was sweating bucket. I'm not even kidding. The first ever one I came on to do with you, I was sweating. I mean, the palms of my hands were sweating. And it was nothing to do with you. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. It's a bit overwhelming, isn't it? Being live. But I've done a few lives of my own now, albeit I'm not doing what you do, but I do a lot of painting lives. So I gained that.
No, and I just think it's amazing to see how you've grown as well. And subscribers wise, you've nearly trebled in a year. So you're up to 3.68 thousand subs now. Yeah.
I was really hoping to get to the 3.8 mark.
Okay, well, you're not far off.
I'm not far off, but
If people are watching this now, and I think it's unlikely, but if they're watching this now and they don't know who you are, they don't know where to find you, give your channel a bit of a shout out.
I am Nerd Goblin Art, artist of the whimsical.
From the Wales.
From Wales.
From Wales.
He's never allowed to do a Welsh accent, okay, guys?
Ever.
Not allowed.
I'll tell you what, a few people have told me off since that live and said my Welsh is rubbish, especially bearing in mind that one of my exes was from Wales and I was with her for a couple of years. I should be able to speak Welsh better. So apologies. I didn't mean to offend anybody in Wales. I love the country, love the people. It's great.
That's okay. We were offending people from all over the world on Saturday.
I think we were.
I can't even remember what impressions we were trying to do. But still.
No. It was funny, though, I think.
It was.
I'm hoping the audience found it funny and entertaining. That's what it was supposed to be, not taking the mickey. just to be clear.
This is true. Bad Andy. Yeah. Bad influence, isn't he, Jules Anne?
I think you're the bad influence, Lula. It's not me.
No, I'm an angel.
So, do you know how many views you've had?
No.
440,347.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That means that you've had an awful lot of people tune into your videos. And what I love about looking at your videos as well, and I always do this as a bit of research, is your views are quite consistent. So your audience, I think, connects with you and comes to watch you on your videos, which is amazing.
Yes, I have noticed that because, you know, when you get your commenters, you know, I started off memberships pretty early on because I hit that number very quickly. Yeah. So I started in like the August of 2024. I was monetized by that November, and I was able to have members, and the majority of my members I've had since the start.
Yeah. Which
like half of them, and I think that is really cool. You know, and the subscribers. Thank you, Michelle. The subscribers. What? Go on.
We're getting requests now in chat. I'm not going to do it because it's put as a question and it's going to come through from Lisa when she types it. But we're getting requests to do a standard American accent and then a Southern American accent.
I can't do either.
From somebody in America. So it's whether we do it or not later on.
Is that Amy? I bet it's Amy. Better not be Amy.
It's not Amy. No, it's not
Amy. I know
Amy.
where you live, Amy.
But yeah, do you know what? It was amazing to meet you in person. For me, it was just, you are the same as you are in your videos.
Yeah.
And whether you was just a very good actor for the full day.
You were very good. You were excellent. You're an excellent actor. You should have an Oscar and everything. No, Andy is exactly as he is. Yes. He's just unapologetically Andy. And that's the way
annoying, you know.
You know, I've always prided myself on being myself. Yeah. And no acting, no, oh, this is amazing, this is brilliant. I'm like, I've had a really rough day and I can't finish this today, and stuff like that. And you notice with your subscribers and your comments, you get so many of the same people commenting and saying such lovely things and powering me along to want to do more because of how lovely they are.
And it really helps, with like, not just because the YouTube journey, let's be honest, it's hard. It's a little bit lonely. And I think it is the subscribers and the people that comment that keep you going. You know, you could spend a week on a video, get 100 views and go, oh, great, I've just wasted a week. And then actually somebody will put a nice comment in there saying they loved it and it's all worthwhile.
Yeah. I mean, I had Rosemary. She's an Australian lady and she's been with me since I think I started the channel. And the stuff, she inspires me. She's like, you're an inspiration. I'm like, no, you're the inspiration. That they're the ones that are inspiring me. Like, they just keep the you know, you get those endorphins from making beautiful things, and then when you realize other people are loving those things, it's really lovely.
Just so you guys know as well, if you are asking questions in capitals, I will flag them on screen, but we're not going to do the questions for about another 15 minutes. So they are all coming through on Discord. So Lisa's going to have very sore hands because we're getting lots of questions tonight. So sorry, Lisa. We've got a few more in as well. Happy Hedgehog as well. I spoke to her the other night, actually, bless her.
Oh, I love you, Amy. Love you to pieces. I really do.
Yeah, so do I. I don't. Do you know what? There's nobody in this community that I don't think is amazing that we get in on these lives and you know, they're so supportive most of the time, and that's what you are. And we have a laugh and a joke. You know, we can. It's like me and you. We can rib each other every now and then and take the mickey and things like that. We don't take it personally because we know it's just a great community and we love the banter.
Now and again, it's all we do. It's how we communicate. You're like the big brother I never wanted.
Well, technically, I'm only 2 weeks older.
Only the 2 weeks older. Yeah, but you're still older. That's the important.
Only a little bit though. But no, it's amazing. And I think, do you know what? With your channel as well, I said it from the start that I thought people would really sort of resonate with you and you would grow. And I'm just so glad you are. It's amazing to see. And I think this time next year, you could be one of the top channels out there.
It would be nice, but it's an overwhelming thought as well, because, you know, you've got that. We have these chats quite a lot in my Goblins Cave Discord. Yep. And there is no denying that creative folk, we get a lot of mental health issues. We suffer with so much anxiety, and it is very typical for creative people to have that. You know, and we often, you know, it'll come up quite often that we're concerned that we're not getting subscribers, we're not getting hours. You know, everybody's down at the moment. The huge channels have mentioned being down on their views. It's the time of year, and I think it just comes and goes. You know, there's a couple of
other ideas behind that as well. It might not just be the videos. So I was watching, I can't remember who it was now, but it was one of these YouTube gurus that's been around forever. And they were saying that most of the channels are struggling, and partially it's because of YouTube has changed the layout of the homepage. So before, on your homepage, you would have 10 long form videos, what people could click on. Now, because they're pushing shorts, you've got 3 long form videos and about 6 shorts underneath. And people are saying that that's probably affecting the amount of long form views people are getting, because you've only got a 1 in 3 chance of getting somebody's attention with a thumbnail if they're there for long form. And that's where it's slightly changed as well. But again, this time of year, I think you're right. I think everybody has time off over Christmas, watches a lot of YouTube. January, they get back to normality, back to work, back to the routine, back to the kids being at school, and they don't have as much free time. Yeah,
it is that.
I've also noticed that YouTube seems to be pushing a lot of smaller channels lately, regardless of what it actually is as well. Yeah, I noticed that over the past couple of days. Really weird, just completely random channels. But I've noticed it all low sort of view and subscribe numbers as well. Nothing wrong with it. It's good to be introduced to new people. But
well, I've seen other people say other things as well, like they're pushing really bare content with no editing, with just somebody looking at a camera and nothing else. And I saw a video the other day where it was saying that some of those are going viral. So you never know with this algorithm what it's going to do.
Yeah, there is a change going on at the moment. You know, we're in regards to like the influencers, they're kind of falling at the moment. People are starting to realize that watching somebody in their mansion getting all this free stuff which you will never obtain, people have finally started to go, do you know what? I don't want that anymore. And they're mainly rage baiting and rage watching now. You know, and there's, you know, the family influencer channels, they're dropping. They're going over to TikTok because TikTok obviously have no morals. I don't like it over there, guys, and I know a lot of you don't, but I hate it over there. I really don't like it over there. But they pay a lot more.
It's very different because it pushes the short form content. That's the whole idea of TikTok. It's just to grab the attention for 30 seconds and then move on.
But they're bringing in more longer form stuff now, and it's there's little like hints and conversations going on that they want to take on YouTube.
Oh,
yes, there's
interesting.
I'm really not a fan of the whole thing because they don't take child exploitation seriously or any of those things, and I can't abide it. I just do not like it.
And I'll be honest, I'm on them all. Just because
all of them.
I'm on TikTok, I'm on Insta, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, and the reason why is you might get one person on one of those that sees your channel and then actually comes across to YouTube, for example, for your long form content.
I got TikTok, but I go through phases where I just uninstall it because it just annoys me. And I've added some stuff to it, but I don't understand it. I don't get it. Instagram I have, and I do try to remember. I've taken Facebook off my phone. I still have a group there, but everything's being added via Instagram because Facebook is so toxic and my mental health can't handle it.
Yeah.
It really can. I just feel down at some of the stuff people post and talk about.
Now, I agree in some contexts, but I don't in others. I've not had one negative comment on TikTok.
Oh, I've never had any. I've had none on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, you've done
none. So far, I'm going to get millions now.
Yeah, that's it.
But I never had. I just don't like. I don't like the toxic nature of YouTube. Facebook,
for some reason, I keep getting fed these weird videos in my TikToks. I'll be honest, I'm always transparent. So it's these single women, and it's just single women just putting a video out going, yes, guys, I am single, like to communicate. And I'm just like, no thanks. I've seen how many other comments you've got. No thanks.
Yeah, well, I took a sabbatical back last year from social media, only keeping obviously YouTube because I use YouTube.
Yeah.
And I honestly I was a forever dayer poster. I would post I'd be on there and it would take up a lot of my time because I did have a business page on there and that was the prime thing that I was on there for. Yeah. And I decided one day, do you know what? This is ridiculous. And I decided to come off and it ended up being 3 months that I didn't go on. And then after 3 months, I didn't miss it. Never missed it. And I still don't miss it. And I've been much happier and I sleep better.
Yeah.
I do. I settle better.
Well, I think it deliberately gets your brain whirling around, doesn't it? Because it's just so many different things at once all the time. But and don't get me wrong, there seems to be an epidemic at the minute on TikTok and Facebook, everywhere at the minute, with AI generated resin, and that does wind me up. I'll be honest, and I use AI. I'm not going to hide it. I use it. I use it for my thumbnails and things like that.
But actually, you didn't have the extender wrapped around your torso and makeup on your face to look like you were Rambo.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And those dragons and Medusa weren't real.
They're always behind me, yeah.
And your eyes aren't glowing blue.
But no, I do use AI for thumbnails. But I'll always make sure the actual piece of resin is in that thumbnail as well, because that for me, then it's not clickbait. You're showing people what you've actually made. But I see all of these like resin floor videos and you watch them and it's just so fake because they're not wearing shoes or something like that. And then they're just pouring resin all over the floor. And then magically they've got a pneumatic drill that's made a magic crater in the floor and stuff like that. It's just fake. And then I saw these coffee tables as well. And they had like thousands of comments going, these are amazing. And I'm like, no, these are AI. And I think that's the problem is people are starting to think that AI generated art, whether it's resin or any other form of art, is real. It's not. It's a digital picture. And I think this is what winds me up when I go on things like TikTok, I'll be honest. And I get all of these reels of fake art. And it's just like, there's enough amazing real art out there to show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There is a place for AI. Absolutely. I just saw Amy put that she uses it to help with drawing. Absolutely. It can be, I use it as a reference. If I have an idea in my head, but I can't put it together properly for painting it or something, I know that there is that tool I can use. I use Chat GBT. I'm new to using it, but I use my own pictures. I load my own pictures from my makes, and I'll put in there, like the title, or I'll just say what I've done, and it'll help me with my thumbnail, because thumbnails are so friggin' hard. There is this trend, there is this thing, the thumbnail thing going on, where people are going back to the raw footage of them. But then there's these fantastical ones, and then
they're still doing on PowerPoints again.
It feels like you can never win, and you can see that when you actually do go right back for the last 18 months, how I've changed it up and tried all the different things, and I'm not going to go back and change them all.
No,
I can't be bothered.
Well, it takes too long. Trust me, it takes too long. I've done that once on the channel when I rebranded, and I don't think I ever want to do that again. I was there for like 2 nights ago.
Soul destroying.
Now, whatever's there's there, it can stay there. And I think we need to start getting into these questions, because they're all keep pinging through. Lisa's going to be, I don't know how she's managing, to be fair. I've had loads of questions, so I'm looking forward to that. And this week, I'm going to make sure they're the right questions. So, bit of a confession. A bit of a confession. Last week, some of the questions were from the previous week, and it's because I accidentally tapped my phone like that, and it scrolled up. So I will hold my hands up on that and apologise, but it actually flowed quite well. Well, those questions seem to have worked. So, but there we go. So there we go. I've confessed.
None of us noticed.
Yeah, a couple of people noticed. I think Julie's Ann was one. She was like, I haven't asked a question.
Yeah, that was Julie's Ann. Yeah.
Yeah, but and Lisa nearly quit. It was that bad. She rang me up. She says, "Where are you getting these questions from?" I was about ready to storm out, and I was like, "Okay, sorry," but it still flowed well, so that was good. But no, the first question we had was at 4 minutes past 8. So I'm checking as I'm reading. So Diane said, "What would you do differently looking back on the last 12 months?"
I would have, and this is advice that a few of the longer timer YouTubers, Michelle's given, and so has Steve McDonald when you interviewed with him, is I would have made sure to have had a whole lot of videos.
Yeah, library.
Yeah, more of a library going forward, because life happens. That I try to get myself forward, and then I'm like, oh, I got plenty. I'll just take a day or two off. And then suddenly those days are gone, and you're already having to find your... I've just I made today, edited this afternoon, and uploaded about half an hour before we came on for tomorrow. And I need to get back ahead again. So
do you know when I came to see you, I was one video ahead. That was it. And I was like, no, I can't do this. But luckily I booked this Monday off. So I managed to get 3 edits done on the Monday. And that puts me back to being sort of a week and a half to 2 weeks ahead. And I've got 4 more videos to edit, which will put me another 2 weeks ahead. So, whew.
Good going. Good going.
And I think it's when you start, because I think I could do the 2 videos a week, no problem. But then I start getting involved in collabs.
Yeah.
And I like to spend a bit more time on the collabs. And that could be a 3-4 day project. And then all of a sudden, I'm back to being behind.
Yeah, I got cooked. I was ahead, and then I forgot about my own collaboration.
Oh, dear.
The Skull Sunday is the last Friday of every month. And I thought I had another week. And it was only because Stressful Mum Paints emailed me her video. And I was like, oh, she's early. Then I clicked on it. I was like, And then your collaboration as well. I was like, so I went from being ahead still racing and not getting ahead.
But it's a constant up and down of BitKit trying to stay ahead, isn't it, on YouTube? I found that because you want to stay consistent, because that's the number one rule, is stay consistent. If you do 2 videos a week, make sure you do 2 videos a week. If you only do 1 video a week, make sure you do 1 video a week. But the minute you stop being consistent is apparently when YouTube thinks you're not taking it seriously anymore and starts not pushing it. So you've got to stay consistent, and there is that pressure on your shoulders that if you're doing 2 videos a week, you need to get 2 videos a week out. If you're doing 5 videos a week, like some people do, you've got to get 5 videos out to keep up that momentum.
I think I saw Tim come in, and Tim does them daily, and I'm like, he's like Superman, really. I don't know where he gets all his energy, because he's retired, and I know he did some work recently, and he does his choir thing as well. And I'm like, wait a minute, does he not sleep? I reckon Tim doesn't sleep. That's what I think, anyway.
He'll have to comment if he's still here in chat.
I've decided Tim has a twin. Yes, that's what it is. Twin.
Maybe. Albino number 2.
Yes, exactly.
Secrets out. Well, I've got Nikki Guns come up on chat, but that's Stormy and Dark, I believe.
Nicky Nocky.
Nicky Nocky, indeed. Tim's just responded to what you've said, though. So while I've spotted it, he's retired and doesn't sleep much. So that makes sense. But yeah, she's asking, what is your, I think I know the answer to this. What's your favorite craft besides resin?
Painting.
That's what I would have guessed.
Painting, just that simple. Painting is my absolute favorite. It is my joy. That is my absolute joy.
And for me, apart from resin, it's probably wood carving. Surprise.
Andy and his wood.
Yeah, Andy and his wood.
Andy and his wood.
Sandy's asking, what's your favorite brand of paint?
Golden.
Golden?
Golden. Golden is my
brand. Golden.
Yeah, it's called Golden. It's American based, so it is my absolute favorite. It is beautiful to paint with. It really is. After that, it would be Liquidex, followed by Winsor & Newton, but the heavy body Winsor & Newton. And I also like Denlier Abstract, which is a student grade, but it is creamy and it is really nice paint to play with.
There you go. You lost me with all of that, but yeah, I just see paint, oil, acrylic, watercolor, paint. But I'm sure that's the same as like resin. I think different paints must have different qualities. Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely. There's different, you know that I like using Citadel for painting models, and Martin does. You got a million names, the most interesting names ever.
Did he get really annoyed that I didn't put them back in the right order?
No. He's used to me.
Okay.
I don't even put them back on the carousel.
Oh, okay. So that's an improvement. So that's good.
I use them on the side.
I can come again. Sandy's asking again, question for Martin. Is he still there?
Martin!
I think I know the answer to this.
I got a question for you. I can hear him mumbling as he's getting at.
Well, I think I know the answer, but I think she'd rather have Martin answer it. Hello. You have a question, Martin. Right, are you ready? Sandy wants to know, and I know the answer. Lula knows the answer, but Sandy doesn't know the answer. Do you like bamboo printers, or do you know them?
Yes, I like them. I've got one. I recommend the A1 as a good entry printer. If you just want to pay a little bit of money. No, you're not having more tea. Tough. Yes. Yeah. Currently, I've got my bamboo printer on the go for a print for Lou. Really easy to use, really easy to get going. Customer support's always pretty good. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh, wait, then.
And I think currently they've got a sale on that as well at £209, I think it was when I looked. Not that I've looked.
About £50 off or something.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
That's all right.
Jenny was asking how many subs you're on now. At the start of the show, it was 3,680 something, I think.
Yeah. I think it was 3,688.
Sandy's saying, can we both do the American accent? We'll come back to that later on, y'all. But yeah, we'll come back to that later on. We'll decide at the end. I think that might be a nice parting treat.
I can do it as Cartman.
As what?
I can do it as Cartman.
What, from South Park?
Yeah, I can do that.
Is that not more Canadian? Because I think some of South Park was Canadian, some was American.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure there was Canadian in it.
No.
I'm pretty sure there was.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that one in a minute. Amy wants to ask LOULA, what should she paint on her glitter sparkly paper? There's a lot of thought going into this answer.
My mind went straight to a frog and a snail.
A frog and a snail? What, together?
Could be the.
What about the frog on a snail shell?
Yeah, like a riding him along, not in a gross way either. If Chris is around.
Right, Tim. Andy, do you write your name on the bottom of your toy shoes? No, I'm not that Andy from Toy Story, Tim. Although, funnily enough, at work earlier on, somebody was looking through some of my comments on a CRM, and on a couple of emails, I'd done my name the same way as Andy did in Toy Story. I'd left a capital N, and it just looked bizarre, and I was like, oh, God, the clients think I'm from Toy Story now.
He has his name label in all his clothes, though, Tim.
No, I don't have any toys.
Oh, a tea party would be nice, Amy. Maybe some frogs and some snails and stuff. Maybe a caterpillar as well. I like caterpillars.
Right, Susie is saying, Nerdy, you are multi-talented. How do you keep up with all of them? All of the talents you have?
I don't sleep very well. I promised myself the beginning of this year that I was going to make sure that I'm doing stuff that I really want to do, and I wasn't going to be doing stuff that I think I should have to do for YouTube. And I've already made a good start because I wanted to start trying out candle making. And I wanted to start going back to clay because I haven't done clay for a long time. And I wanted to dedicate a bit more time to investigating fluid paint.
Oh.
Because that's very relaxing.
You have done a video on recently.
I did all week. Last week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday was all about fluid art. And it's like something finally clicked in my brain because I've been watching. There's Dave, he's fantastic, and Venom Fluid Art as well. They're brilliant, and Marie Louise, and they're some of the fluid art and some of the nicest people. Absolutely spot on, fantastic people, and I've been watching them closely. And Marie Louise has been so kind beyond face messages me. Oh, thank you, KD. We asked him to do you to make you a beaver.
Oh wow! I can't wait to play with the beaver.
Yeah, I promised myself that I'm going to be making sure, and whether I'm going to do that in more of a like a week-on-week thing. Like, God, this week I'm going to concentrate on this. Next week. I know primarily people that watch the channel are primarily for the resin, but I think some of them have been swayed to try out other stuff because I do. And that's awesome. You know, I've had people saying that they're going to come back to, they haven't picked up a paintbrush for 20 years. And I've inspired them to pick up a brush. Yeah, I got you too as well. Yeah. You know, so it's all like that. It's just having fun. And I mean it when I say in my videos, let's go play, because it's the best kind of therapy you'll ever have in your life. It really is.
No, I agree. And it's just getting locked into that space with nothing else to think about. Forget the rest of the world. You and your piece. That's it. And again, that sounds inappropriate, but I meant your art piece, everyone. Where's this show going? Where's this show going? But there we go.
I'm like the worst in people, apparently. If you're wondering, some of you are wondering why I'm called Lucifer. It's Lucifer. Because I've said that I'm an angel many times. And then when they're like, no, you're not, you're the devil. I'm like, well, Lucifer was an angel too. Lucifer.
He was an angel, wasn't he? That fell from God's grace and got cast down from heaven.
Yes, so that's why.
Not a lot of people know this, but I used to have to go to Sunday school when I lived in Hungary. So I went to an American Bible study course every weekend. Yeah,
as long as it wasn't a culty one.
Well, it probably was actually, but let's not go there. But anyhow, but yeah, Susie is asking next. Oh no, hang on, Jenny, we've gone through. No, we're on Mary Beth. Sorry. So Mary Beth, what have you learnt new in the past year?
Candles. I learned how to make candles. I learned how to do candle making. Oddly enough, in the last year, I've been painting for, I've always been creative all my life. But I've never seriously picked up the paintbrush to paint on canvases till about 6-7 years ago. And
I saw the big one.
Yes, my big one.
It was this big, guys. Genuinely, it was huge.
It is huge. It is big. That's what she said. Yeah. But it was only early last year that I actually started model painting, and it's not always transferable from canvas to a model, but you obviously have more of an understanding in your colors, your layers. I bleat on about it in my videos, your layers, and I do bleat on about
Mary Barry soon.
She's more famous for being moist.
Oh, I don't know about that. I know she talks about her layers a lot, but not. Let's not get all inappropriate again. Say it is you. It's not me.
It's not me. Oh my god! Stop!
It is busted.
Why are you in here anyway? You can go on your phone in the other room. Shoot! He's making me. He's standing because he won't move the cat off the chair because he's being too used to it. Yeah. So it is transferable, but it is different, and you do have to, you have to learn differently a little bit. I know what I mean, but in the past year, it's definitely model painting, and I'm quite passionate about it now as well. I really, really, really love it, and it's been fun bringing that into the mix, so I can really cross over a lot more with the mixed media stuff, because I've never seen myself as a resin artist. I say I'm a mixed media artist.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. Jenny's asking what your favorite medium is.
It's acrylic. Acrylic painting is my favorite.
Susie's question for me. That's a rarity. So, do you think putting members first loses views? Not really, to be honest, because you're only ever going to have so many members. is my view. You know, but it's an extra treat for those members to get to watch them. If they had to wait for a specific time each week, you might get, I don't know, 20, 30 extra views straight away. But I don't personally think it affects the whole algorithm in that way. What does affect it, though, is if you do grow your subscribers and none of them choose to watch your latest videos. And again, you can have 100,000 subscribers. If nobody watches that, as soon as you push out a new video, it's not going to push it in the algorithm. But I think doing the members first, it's a nice perk that by being a member, you get to see that content before anybody else. And I wouldn't change that. I don't think it personally, I don't think it would affect how many views you get on a video.
No, I only give them one. I only give them one. I give them one a week. When I do 3 videos a week. I give them early access to 1 video a week, but I also post video pictures, sneak peek pictures, and they also get members exclusive, complete exclusive tutorial, which Martin is doing one of. And from this month, we're gonna be getting 2 exclusive members onlys out every month. So one from me and one from Martin. And Martin's is primarily more on the model side. But if he fancies picking up anything else and having a go, he will. And I'll just do a mixture of all sorts. I'm quite happy to do that.
Yeah, cool. Jamie is asking, does epoxy resin expire in its liquid state? If so, what happens to it?
Goes hard. Acrylic paint. Did you say
no, epoxy resin.
Epoxy resin.
Yeah, there is a use by date on it on most resins, and usually I would say use it within 12 months of opening it as well. But if you leave it past that use by date, it does start to yellow. Most resins.
It will yellow and it does crystallize.
Yeah. So try and use it within that use by date and try and use it within 12 months once you've opened the container. But always read your resins as well because they're all slightly different. And if you have got some that's gone slightly yellow, add some colour to it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't throw it away. Okay. We Resin Texas. What is the best 3D printer? ? This could be another one for Martin. Is it the resin 3D printer or the other one where you get spools of, I guess, plastic? Not really sure what stuff that is.
That's the filament. That's your filament printer. It's made. What is it made of, Martin? Martin is here.
I can't remember the full name.
He doesn't know the technical names, but it is like a plastic because you can melt it. Because we sent you away with some poo.
I've got the boxes of filament poo in my car, right?
Yeah.
The liquid stuff is photopolymer.
The liquid stuff for the liquid, resin. Yeah, the liquid resin. That's a polymer.
And I can't remember what the filament stuff is. The technical name of it is.
But both kinds of printers have their own merits. It really does depend on what you are looking to print, the sort of things you're looking to print. Because when the resin 3D printer was out of action for a little while in the summer because we needed a part for it, we had to rely on the filament. And even the filament was printing up some brilliant quality. And it saw me through with any model painting. It comes with that they're lighter, they feel lighter.
Yeah.
We primarily use those ones for anything we're making for like the dragons, the movable, what are they called?
Articulated.
Articulated. We do print articulated things to go into the shop, like dragons and
animals generally.
Yeah, animals and stuff like that. Whereas, you know, it's a lot firmer with your resin makes, with the resin printer.
Resin's a little bit more durable.
Yeah, more durable if you drop it, and like the one we sent you. It shouldn't break. They shouldn't break so easily, but you get a great amount of detail from both. But it really does depend on what you fancy.
Yeah, and we Resin Texas, they don't like the lines for filament.
The lines, you can, it comes from the quality of your print, because you can set it up to be more enhanced.
Well, I showed Andy that one small miniature I printed with the filament with the fine nozzle.
Yeah, it's a case of changing your nozzle. But you can get
always clean your nozzle as well.
Yeah, always clean your nozzle.
Your equipment.
Yeah, look after your equipment. You know, that will come from, I want to say, lazy printers who use Temu, and some on Etsy who sell their models to you for you know, as a model for you to paint and stuff. But if they're not looking after their equipment and they're not checking all the stats and stuff like that, you are going to get a lot more line and.
But actually, that one you gave me that I'm going to make a mold of, I love the lines on it. I think it really adds to the piece.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I thought the same. It looked to me as if it was wood.
Yeah.
It gives the impression that it's wood.
Even if it wasn't wood, it added an extra texture to it that I absolutely loved.
Yeah, it's going to be... You're going to have a look to see with a different resolution. We're going to print it again. Andy's referring to, guys, if you watched my video the other day, I did it was for my Skull Sunday, and it's a skull with an anchor and an octopus tentacles, not testicles, tentacles.
Now, that would be an interesting 3D print.
That would be. Don't even.
You could do that, an octopus with 8 testicles instead of 8 tentacles.
Would be interesting. Don't even go mad.
Well, no, my usual joke with octopus is 10 tickles. But if you're going to 10 tickles the testicles.
Oh dear, this show. It gets worse every week, guys.
But yeah, so we're going to print up another one now that he found out what the issue was, because it looks like it's working good today after he gave it a really good, check. I'm printing something up for Jules's next, for her collaboration for the Bleeding Heart.
Bleeding Hearts collaboration. And it's on Valentine's Day.
It is on Valentine's Day. And if everyone's welcome to that one with Jules, and it's half an hour, only half an hour though. Half an hour. But yeah, the printed. So we are going to have a look to see if turning up the quality of that, and just to see any big differences, because I think that it was on purpose that way. The way it was printed.
I do, because the texture looks perfect on it. Genuinely, I don't think it was the printer. I think the textures were deliberately in there because they look slightly different on the wood than they do on the metal.
That's a good example.
This is an example. This is one that...
Oh, he's cool.
But you see a lot of the fine contours. I don't know if that's by design or not.
Yeah.
My thing is I like to paint them up afterwards. So if I'm to paint that up, it's going to look odd. But if I was to print that with a fancy filament, he'd look fantastic.
Who recognises him?
He looks like... Is he somebody off Star Wars?
No.
It's not Yoda.
I knew it wasn't Yoda. I don't know.
I was expecting Amy. Of anybody, I was expecting Amy to recognise. But and your
I don't know what
Cthulhu is down by the...
Oh, yeah.
So another example with the...
Maybe saying yogurt.
Yogurt?
Yeah.
No, it's not yogurt. No. That was the Dungeon Master
Zelda,
from Dungeons and Dragons.
Gorgon.
No, it was
It's not Gorgonzola.
No, it's not Gorgon. It was the... It was the Dungeon Master from the 80s cartoon Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, of course.
And then this is filament.
Yeah.
Painted nicely.
Very painted. Martin painted this one. It's a dice tower. So was the other one, the Dungeon Master one. These are for your dices to go down in. But this is the filament. That's a filament print. This is high quality printing.
Mm.
And he's a really cool Cthulhu.
Very cool.
Has been painted up. And if you pass me, can you just pass me? I know he's partly broken because I broke him.
Oh yeah.
So
the
cat broke him. But this
is Gandalf.
This is Gandalf, and this is from the filament printer.
And that I've seen with my eyes, and it is really detailed, guys.
That is brilliant. It's been sprayed, it's been primed. It did start his life off in green, but the cat knocked him off and his sword snapped, and so did. But we can print another, and I'm going to have a go at making one anyway with a toothpick. But that is what's really cool with the, with both printers. You can get a huge amount of quality from both, but you got to educate yourself because it's not about pressing a button. A lot of people think that 3D printing is that you press a button. It's a lot more technical.
Yeah. Julie Zan's asking if it's possible to see the bamboo printer, but I think that'll be difficult with the camera, won't it? Oh, I can see it. So you see the rolls of filament, the bamboo printer's just above it.
See there?
It's moving.
It's printing up something at the moment for Jules' collaboration.
Oh, is it going to be hearts?
Maybe. Possibly. But that's for the filament sitting up there. And it goes down and it runs in. But if you want, we have been considering doing a video on giving people a better idea of stuff of the printers. So, Martin will probably, do a little talk through and a simple explanation. And, if anyone is interested in that, we will do it. Yeah. Because a lot of people, they don't show the printing part or how that works. They just go straight in with the models.
Yeah. Sandy's asking, this is an interesting one, actually. Why did you start your channel with resin and not painting?
Confidence.
Okay.
It's simply confidence.
You was more confident in the resin than you were with your painting at that point?
Well, no, in the sense that painting is, to me, it's a very personal thing. I don't just paint willy-nilly. I can't do that. I have to paint.
If you don't mind me saying this, I think it's more of a concentration issue. You get a lot more enjoyment out of painting, but it requires a lot of focus and concentration. So when you're on camera and you're trying to consider everything else, trying to talk to people, it's easier to do that with resin.
Yeah. It is that there is that aspect, but at the same time, the way my imagination works, like Martin said, aspect of the concentration part of it. And sometimes the art can be very personal. And, I know we joke a lot about me painting the goddesses. And I know that we do joke a lot about the boobies part and such. But
they what?
The boobies.
What?
I know the boobies. But at the core of that is thinking about how women are looked at and women are portrayed constantly for the way they look, for the shape of their bodies, for everything, for the way they wear their makeup. And the majority of the time, the worst critics are women themselves. There's not many men, there aren't many men who want to see big sausage, Botox-filled lips. Botox, it's fine. But don't
I painted some of those the other
day. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you aren't beautiful as you are. But if you need it for for help for things, but not the big sausage lips where everybody looks the same. All these women look exactly the same. And, at the core of the painting of the goddesses, I want to show women that it doesn't matter what shape you are, how you look, anything like that. I just need a charger because my phone's gonna die.
Okay, no. I think I might have to start painting gods now. The male version of your goddesses to show guys that having a beer belly is fine.
I've been meaning to paint some guys.
Yeah.
Oh, the trend of the dad bod started happening a few years ago.
Yeah, the trend of the dad bod is a thing. I'm just trying to plug you in a second.
A lot of women don't mind a bit of a belly on a bloke because it's a sign that he can become content and happy.
Yeah.
And isn't obsessing over his own looks. So is less likely to be like narcissistic.
Well, I've always said I would much rather be with somebody and spend time with that person than spend 6 hours in the gym every day.
Yeah.
To get the perfect godlike body. But again, I should exercise more, I'll be honest. But again, I'll be honest, I've let myself slip a little bit. But again, I think it's about finding a balance that you're still healthy, but I'm not bothered that I've got a bit of a belly, it's part of me.
It's not charging. Can you please grab me my other... It is charging. It's just started.
Oh. Charging.
Panicking. Yeah, so, that's where that part of it comes in, is that I want women, because I'm bad for it. I hide my, I'm like trying to hide myself a lot, I put on a heck of a lot of weight because of the medication I have to take. And it's not as easy as going jogging because I can't, because I use a wheelchair and I use a walking stick. And the conditions I have, they don't help anything with weight. Yeah. And I'm like, why am I hiding myself? Why am I doing that?
Well, you're not there. You're on camera at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Why am I not in pictures with my children? What's that gonna achieve in years to come?
So
art is very, very personal to me, and at that point it was very personal, and it was just finding a way to paint a bit more freely without having too much, because it's heavy. That's heavy. Yeah, I get it. That is heavy, and it's a way, painting is a way for me to get out thoughts, feelings, and I do a lot of mindfulness when I'm painting. I do my breathing exercises, so there is that. So I just needed to get to a place where I was comfortable and able to talk through it, because I never was able to.
Yeah.
And now I can talk live while I'm painting. I would just be quiet and lost in the morning, in the moment.
Yeah. And I think it's amazing, to be fair. I agree with you, nothing against ladies who like to look a certain way and do things a certain way and be the typical, I don't know, I think part of the problem is media, as what they portray beauty as being, male or female, or anything else for that matter. I think beauty, but there's an old saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I believe that. And I think beauty is only it's on the inside. The outside, yes, there has to be usually an attraction between two people if they're going to be in a relationship, but most of the beauty comes from within the person and the personality,
Yeah, exactly. It absolutely, exactly. So, when I paint the goddesses, I go off colors. I use unusual colors, strange colors, but I paint the colors I feel on that day.
Yeah.
I might be having a day where I'm feeling the greens and the purples and such as that. Sometimes I'll paint a lovely slim physique. With a lovely, like, goddessy, like Amazon type. Or sometimes I'll paint a body that's a little bit fluffy and wobbly around the edges, but I don't give them faces.
Yeah.
And I do that purposefully so that women can see themselves. you know, so they see these paint and they're like, that's me and that's beautiful. You know, going from the shape of it, even if it's wibbly and wobbly. I've even got some paintings where they have some stretch marks on them because, you know, who doesn't these days? Whether you've had kids or not, you know, most of us have been up and down with weight all our lives.
Some men have got stretch marks as well from where they've...
The man tapping his belly.
Do you know what? And again, I'm not going to go into too many details, but I've been with people with stretch marks. You know, I think it's part of that person. You know, and I think it's for women. I think it's often magical because it often means that they've had a child or something like that as well in certain areas. And you know what? I think it's a blessing to be able to do that. You know, and I think without going into it too much, I think any imperfection, I think, on a person is actually what makes them unique, what makes them individual, and what makes them interesting.
Oh, thank you, Jenny. I have. I think I've painted one as a members exclusive, like back last year sometime. But I've also painted one live, which was a couple of weeks ago. But you know, if the interest is there, I will paint them. You know, it just comes down to the thoughts and feelings. Yeah.
Now, the Bandana Nana. That is an amazing name, first of all. I don't think I've met you before, but I love the name. I'm guessing you're a nana that wears a bandana. Amazing. That's what I've got pictured in my head just from that name. When painting molds, what is the best way to paint white without having to make white resin? All my white mica have shimmers.
I think the only way really is white pigment paint. You know, your paste is only really, because even if you were to fill, you know, if you burnish it, depending on the color that you're using as your filler.
Yeah.
If you're going to use black, it's going to be gold.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time. So the only way really to get a good white is probably using the pigment paste.
Yeah.
You know, like the sticky white.
A strong pigment paste, or spray paint it afterwards.
Yeah, that is really the only way. White isn't the strongest color that they have in the arsenal with resins. Unless, like you said, you're using actually white.
There we go. And we've gone past the hour. Are you still okay for time, Lula? We've still got some questions.
Fine.
Good. So Julie Sand's asking, have you done anything with candle sand?
No, I have not.
I've never even heard of it.
I think I've heard of it. I think Kaz would know, you know, the Dragon's Cave. Her daughter's visiting from... for the first time in over 6 weeks from Wales today, so she's not available. But I know that she knows about it.
Is it like grated up candle wax? That's what I envisage when I hear candle sand.
It was just like coloured sand, and you like put it in different. I don't know. Somebody's going to have to do this.
Might have to investigate, and then put candle sand in resin. Why not? We'll see. And then it'll melt like marshmallows do. But there we go. Susie's saying, Nerdy, I want to try making an air dry clay model. What is the best way to make it shiny so I can make a mold from it?
It would be varnish. Get a good gloss varnish, or a spray-on varnish. That is I can't remember. Is it Susie with a Z?
I've just got Susie here, so I don't know if it's Susie with a Z or Susie with a Q.
Susie, it's you, Susie, who's in my Discord. Send me a message to remind me, and I'll ask John J. Dubber, because he uses a really, really good one, and I can never remember the name of it. I personally use Liquidex gloss varnish, because you can get satin, you can get matte, but for stuff like that, I would go for the gloss.
Could you, and this is just me thinking out loud. I said, Could you? Oh, it's Susie Q. It's Susie Q that was asking.
Yeah, message me in Discord. Remind me.
But I'm just thinking out loud. Could you not use UV resin to give it the shine?
Yeah, probably. But it can go on. It's not always necessarily the tidiest job. It depends on how confident you are with the UV resin.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Lisa was giving me a heads up that we've gone over the hour. Summer's asking, do you sell custom prints?
That is dependent on the ownership of the copyright. We use files, and in general, you can get files. Like, for instance, just for an example, we use Cults 3D a lot, and some of the prints are free for you to download, so you don't have to pay for them. Some of them have a Patreon, so you pay monthly to access the prints. But just because they're free doesn't mean that they give you license for commercial. So you've got to look at stuff like that. Some of them do come with it. Sometimes we pay for it, but it really does depend on the print. But 9 times out of 10, the vast majority of the prints that I show in my videos, I share the file for them. Where possible, they are free. And if possible as well, I do find links, because some sellers do sell them on Etsy. So you can actually purchase them from the actual designers and stuff. Because to do it, morally, we won't just do it because it's stealing art, and I won't do it. So, but it does depend on the file.
And then Amy was asking, when you was talking about why you started with the resin rather than the painting, I think she was asking if it had anything to do with cinnamon. And I know, actually, I remember the first time round when you came on, you talked quite a bit, I think, about Cinnamon, who was another artist at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah, Cinnamon was my art teacher. She is who taught me to paint and gave me my butterfly wings, because I had been her moderator for 6 years on the Art Sherpa channel, which is a huge channel in comparison to us resin artists and mixed media artists. But she passed away 2024, December 24, suddenly. And it was awful. It was absolutely awful. And it wasn't because of Cinnamon, because I was already using resin by then. I'd already started started using resin by then. I basically didn't, after we lost Cinnamon, I didn't paint for months. I just couldn't, because my joy was gone for a while. Grief, and I know she was a YouTuber, but she was more than that, because she was a friend, because we would FaceTime. And like Matt, I've been a moderator for the channel for a long time, so you got a lot of I was going to be going across to her at she was doing the art retreats in Ann Arbor, and last summer I was going to be going, and finally going to meet her and a fantastic husband, John, and I was going to finally meet them in person, and it was never to be. So I spent most of the first half of last year not painting, because I just couldn't. And then I couldn't watch any of the videos, because I would just break down whenever I saw her. I can't, even today, I can't listen to her voice right now.
No, that makes sense.
They're still playing her videos, because obviously, the channel, she wanted to teach the world to paint, and for free.
Yeah.
And her message was a brilliant one. And I was like, I woke up and I was like, I've got to try and do that too. Otherwise, what would the point be in her teaching me in the first place?
It's like passing that knowledge on, isn't it? Which I think it's one of the things. If you teach somebody how to do something, you can hope that they're going to pass it on to 3 or 4 people, and before you know it, they pass it on to another 3 or 4 people, and it just spreads.
Oh, absolutely. And it's why I mention her a lot, because I want people to go and check her out. You know, I've still got my membership, my Patreon to her. I'm going to keep it running because it supports the family, you know, and I will continue. Her mother is an amazing artist as well, Ginger Cook, and she has her own channel, and she's had it longer than cinema. You know, she is a fantastic teacher as well. And a lot of people keep saying to me, I can't paint, I can't draw a stick figure. Well, I couldn't paint either. Oh, check that out. You know, you learn somewhere. And when you find somebody that you connect with and you can learn with, that is what is, you know, good. And I hope that her teaching come through with me that way as well.
No, it's lovely that obviously you're doing that as well. So Summer is asking, do you know how to design the prints? I think we're back on 3D printing now.
Martin has an idea. He's planning on getting into it. I do digital art. I do digital art.
But that's 2D, isn't it?
But that is 2D. It's a different ball game.
It's
I think
a 3D modeling program. The only one that comes to mind is Blender.
Yeah, Blender. But Martin is planning on getting himself into that over this year. Is one of his things. And because he really likes the idea of designing your own stuff. Yeah. And he's, as many of you know, he's artistic himself. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. We Resin Texas was asking if you have a link to Cinnamon's channel. I don't to hand.
I think so, who just posted? Jules just posted it.
Oh, there we go. There's the link. Yeah. The Art Sherpa. There we go. So there's a link. By all means, check her out as well. And if I heard right, her Patreon still supports her channel as well. So check it out as well, guys. It's always nice to be able to do that.
Some of the Patreon lessons are absolutely phenomenal.
There we go. Mr. Goblin needs his own channel. That's what people are saying.
I'm happy being a backup for Lou. There's not enough time in the day.
There's not enough time in the day. He would love, because honestly, he is my full-time carer. That's what a lot of people don't realise, you know, because I have so many issues going on with my physical health. You know, I've got 5 prolapse discs in my spine. I've got fibromyalgia, and I'm currently being checked for MS. Because the chronic fatigue that I have is bad, and my spinal team think that I have MS as well, going from all my MRIs and from the my reflexes and stuff like that are way too overactive. So he is my full-time carer, because physically I'm good when I'm sitting at my desk, but I have got to be reminded to stop. I have to be reminded to drink. I have to be reminded to eat. And when I do sit for too long, it hurts and it puts me in a lot of pain. So, you know, you saw when you came to that, I've got a stair lift. I need a cane. I've got a wheelchair. I use my wheelchair more often than not these days, but it's the weather. The weather does have a huge impact.
And a trampoline when I came.
I jump on the trampoline.
But you know what? Again, massive credit to you, because you've got all of this going off, and if you just watch one of your, nobody would know, because you're always cheerful, you're always bright, and again, I know that sometimes you have bad days and good days. But your bad days can be really bad days. And obviously you never hear it in your voice on your videos or anything. You're always cheerful. And I think that's what people love about you as well. It's that cheeriness all the time.
Yeah, it gives me, doing what I do is what gives me the joy, and it keeps me going. It keeps me moving. You know, my spinal consultant, I saw him about a month ago, and he couldn't believe the strength I still have in my hands. Because, and he said, I'm an artist too, and I paint, and he said, and it's because you're doing all that, is why you've still got all this strength in your hands and fingers. And I think that's great, you know, to keep it all, you know, moving.
And obviously clipping Martin around the back of the head all the time as well. That probably...
Yeah, give slap. You know, and it's not just me, but we've also got our two youngest, nearly 16 now and just turned 12. They're both autistic. You didn't even meet them because they won't.
Briefly for about 4 seconds, I think it was.
4 seconds, you know. Hey, Kaz.
Yeah, we've got Kaz in chat.
He's also here for them because they don't go. They're home educated. You know, Amy's never even really started school. You know, it took them out because they couldn't handle it. So Martin has a lot on his plate with me. But he is taking part, and like he said, he will, if I'm really bad, if I'm really struggling, he'll take over. And he has done that once or twice. He's done, and he's and he is going to get a bit braver. He is getting there for learning to do some editing. He's laughing, and hopefully maybe some voiceovers by himself as well, because that's where his anxiety lies. But everybody loves his voice. Yeah, he's like... he hates it.
I wouldn't have known he was nervous meeting him, and I'm just some strange bloke that came into your house for the first time, you know. I thought he was great.
We all wear masks.
There's not a list to all the upcoming collabs, but the ones I think I can remember, I can go through. So we've got Jules, aka the Resonator, doing the Valentine's one, which is Bleeding Hearts collaboration on February the 14th.
Yes.
Then we've got your Van Gogh one next in March the 30th.
I'm doing one in February. No? Oh, right. Mine's the 30th of March, and we're doing Van Gogh because it would have been his birthday, and he's one of my favourites. So we're going to do a Van Gogh collaboration. And that's anything goes. You can use any medium you so wish.
So you mean anything Van Goghs?
Yeah. No, you've been saving that one, haven't you?
I want to do a Van Gogh.
A Van Gogh. Yeah, that would work as well, yeah.
God.
The jokes get worse on this show, I tell you. But no, I'm not doing one in February. Not doing one in March. I might try and do one in April, is what I'm thinking, because I don't want to do them every month because I've got enough on my plate, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to think of one to do in April, I think.
Yes, and Kaz does Froggy Friday, which is now on the second Friday of every month.
Yeah,
it's moved from weekly just because people are running out of ideas. But Kaz's Froggy Friday is the second Friday of every month, and Skull Sunday is the last Sunday of every month, and that's run by myself and Kaz. So anything goes with all of them.
The one still happening every now and then at the moment.
I haven't heard from Erica for a little while.
Okay.
But I think I will message her later. I had said to you I was going to message her, and then I forgot again. But we will check that out. But even for Froggy Friday, it doesn't have to be resin. It really does. And for the Bleeding Hearts, I'm pretty sure, because Jules is there, I think Jules will tell you that it doesn't need to be resin either. If you're in mixed media, if you want to paint it, if you want to bake it, that'd be fun.
And I've just put a link to my Discord. I'm going to link you to LOULA's Discord as well in a second, because I've just jumped onto Discord to do that. But that is the best place to find these collaborations. And I'm more than happy if anybody's doing a collaboration and they want to share it in the Discord, send me a message. I'll whack it in there, and I'm sure LOULA will do the same in hers. So that one's mine. Which is the Crafters and YouTubers United. And then I'm going to get you one for the Goblins Cave as well. Let me just edit the link so it doesn't expire in 7 days.
If you're going, you've got to bring cake. That is the only thing.
Yeah, you have to have cake for a collab. So that one's mine. This one is LOULA's when it gets to that point. There we go. Which is the Goblin? Is it the Goblin's Cave? It's called yours, the Goblin's Cave. And they'll both have links to the collabs in there as well. So that's normally the best place to find them. And usually the format is you do a 30-minute video, you do it as a premiere, you email or you put it in the Discord, and then you share the playlist in the description.
Yeah. Although
it.
I don't think, that is it.
As
And I'm
simple as
still
that.
waiting. I'm still waiting for an interpretive dance. And I'm being let down every single month that somebody isn't doing an interpretive dance to the collab.
It'd be a bit difficult with the Van Gogh, wouldn't it? What would you do? Go like this with a pair of scissors?
Andy.
But no,
You're encouraging
I
him.
see it. I could just give it a description.
Yeah,
It works.
inserted video.
That's terrible.
It is, but there we go. Everybody knows that story about Van Gogh. Although apparently there is a theory that he didn't cut off his own ear. I didn't know that until I met you.
Yeah, there's a theory that it was in a fight.
Yeah.
Doesn't my hair look nice? It's nice.
Are you trying to magic your hair?
That
looks like a wand.
It's one of my new brushes. Mr. Goblin bought me all new brushes.
Wow. But no, we've been going for nearly an hour and a half now. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for any last minute questions. Then we're going to close it out because unfortunately I have to be up at 5, I'm afraid.
I'll probably still be awake by 5.
And I've got to go check on my wood in the boot of the car, make sure it's still okay. I tell you what, I got a giant 20-inch wood cookie before I came to see you. And when I got home, because I left it indoors, so I didn't let it gradually acclimatise to the temperature, it's got a huge crack down the middle now.
I cry.
Fill it with resin.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. I could either use it as it is with the crack going through and fill it with resin, or I could chop it in half and do something fancy with it wall art wise. So I'll still find a use for it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good at least.
Right, so I need to get some ribbons for the next collab then and start prancing around in some leggings and do some interpretive dance.
You've got to have bells on your ankles as well.
That's fine. I'll tell you what, if everybody promises that they'll watch it, I'll do it.
Oh, you won't though. You meant to have done a dance a while ago.
It was a Morris dance.
A Morris dance.
A Boris dance. I said Morris dance.
Morris dance?
A Boris dance sounds fantastic because that's a Morris dance dressed up as Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
Dancing.
Okay. He needs a wig.
Yeah, I would need a wig for that. Yeah. But yeah, you know what? I've been saying to everybody, if you've got any ideas for the channel, let me know. If it's interpretive dance you want to see,
I want interpretive dance.
We could do an interpretive dance collaboration with resin.
Yeah.
So just dancing around with a pot of resin, then pour it in, it could work.
It's like a dance to the resin gods, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the resin gods, sometimes they're very kind to us and sometimes they are not.
Sometimes they're mean, yeah.
Sometimes they're very, very mean.
Especially with blooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with blooms and Laramie.
Often happens though. Do you know what? Just on that, just to finish off the cookie and the crack. Cookies very rarely, unless you put a band around them and kiln dry them, they very rarely won't crack. So I made a table once from a cookie and I'd finished it and everything. And then in the middle of the night, it sounded like an explosion and it was the table. It just cracked itself because obviously central heating, it gets it to that temperature and it just goes... It's the pressure of it,
isn't it?
The living daylights out of me. I didn't know what was happening.
Yes, but dear subscriber, I took him to get wood, and he got wood.
Oh, I got a boot full of wood.
So much wood.
Yeah, I've never had so much wood in all my life, as I've got right now. So, but there's going to be lots of projects to do with that wood, and I do know the inappropriateness that you guys are referring to when I say that. But no, this is different types of tree wood. I'm going to start calling it tree wood.
Tree wood.
Yeah.
You notice the clock in the background, guys? Clock.
The big clock. Yeah. Blacktail Studio is amazing. Kaz has just mentioned that he was talking about a coffee table he made cracking in his latest video. Well, mine was a little side table and it was a 24-inch thing. I'd finished it. I'd varnished it. I'd put the legs on and everything, put it in place. And literally 2 nights later, the just such a loud bang. And I was like, oh my God, what was that? And I literally thought somebody had broke into the house, ran down the stairs, and then I realized it was the table. So, yeah. What's wood in Welsh?
I can't think. Kaz might know. I did say Kaz will likely know. I can't think. Pren.
It's what?
Pren.
P-R-E-N.
Yeah, P-R-E-N. Pren.
Pren. Okay. I'll start talking about my pren. It still sounds weird when I say that. Oh, dear.
Pen, doesn't it? Which is
Andy got pren.
Let's go make a pren table, shall we? Ren is what?
Ren.
Ren, yeah.
That still sounds wrong.
Yeah. I've got a big piece of ren.
Yeah. I thought I would.
Anyhow, I'll do what I always do, and I'll throw it to you, Lula. Have you got any questions for me before we close it out? No more questions in the chat. We've gone through them.
Oh,
it didn't break in half, though. No, it's just a small crack that happened in my wood.
Andy's girlfriend sounds like an STD. Oh, you guys make me laugh. You really do.
I'm going to fill that crack with resin, so it'll be fine.
What are you going to do with your wood?
Lots. I have so many projects planned. So,
what's your idea? What's your first idea?
The simplest one is going to be a side table.
Moist, really?
I'm going to make.
You hear what he said?
I did hear him, yeah.
Filth.
I'm going to make a beach wall art with the piece of beach that I got with some waves.
Very nice.
Probably going to do something to do with angels with the wood from heaven or whatever it was called.
Like me. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. He's going to do a piece of art about me, the angel. Did you hear that, guys?
When's mine? Oh, Andy used French. Bois.
Bois.
Bois. I got plenty of bois this weekend.
Andy has bois.
Oh, there we go. That's not much better either. But no, when's my next creation live? Honestly, I don't know, guys. I do those sporadically when I have the time to do them. At the minute, work, YouTube, and a few other things that are going off at the minute are taking priority. But I will be doing them again. Don't you worry about that.
Can you hear Andy? Can you hear Andy?
Hello. He doesn't even remember me. Like, get me off this camera.
He's going to give me kisses. Will you get away? You lick your bum. Clawing at my leg. Clawing at my leg.
Yeah, beautiful. But no, and if you're watching this back and you don't follow Lula at Nerd Goblin Art, where have you been? For a start. Lula is amazing, so make sure you subscribe to Nerd Goblin Art. Let's get her up to 4,000 subs in the next few weeks, and I'm pretty sure we will. And if you haven't subscribed to me, subscribe. Why not? It's free. Click the button. Simple as that.
With your American accent.
And what?
Your American accent.
The what?
Your American accent.
Oh. Yeah, well, you had to. You first.
And the fat and big bird.
What? What was that?
I know. What do I usually say? Screw you guys, I'm going home. I don't do it. I can't do American.
She's doing Cartman from South Park. That's what she's doing.
Interestingly.
I go in. Ready? Oh my God! Look at her butt.
That's off a song.
I don't know. I think it is.
Yeah,
is it?
It is.
I want to see Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
There we go. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. There we go. So Lula is Nicki Minaj for one night only. I feel like stars.
No, thank you. I don't like it.
tonight, for one night only, LOULA is Nicki Minaj. You know, it works, but there we go.
Only really, isn't it?
Yeah. Interesting. America. I used to have an American accent when I was young. Do you know how I said I lived abroad? I went to an American school for about 5 years, and I used to have an American accent. I'd come back home to the UK, and people would think I was American. But because I've not been around Americans very often, I've gone back to British now. But yeah, I used to have a really good American accent, but I don't think I should do an impression now because it's not going to be very good.
You've got to.
Howdy, y'all. My name's Andy. I'm from CCUK Resin, where the only thing we do is pour resin as a community, and we support each other, and we have a great time doing it.
It's not actually too terrible, is it?
No, but there you go. Was that okay? I didn't offend anyone, hopefully.
Just people from Texas.
Just the people from Texas.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Oh, dear. But hopefully it wasn't that bad. No, people are saying it was pretty good. I'll take that.
I didn't think it was too terrible.
Oh, good. I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, do me a favor, everyone, as well. Make sure you hype this live. You share it, you put a comment in, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down if you want. It's still engagement.
No, don't do that because I'll cry.
Put something in comments. Just keep having fun. That's what this is all about for me. It's about great people enjoying the experience of resin art or whatever art together. Yeah.
That's nice. Oh,
yeah.
You're cute. Oh.
There we go. I sounded like I could be from Alabama, apparently.
Alabama.
I remember the Alabama Slammer.
I like the Southern accent. I like Butcher's accent.
I love all of them, you know. I love any accent. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm now in England and Nottingham that I mainly hear the Nottingham accent. If I hear something different, I love Irish. Irish accent is amazing. I love Welsh. I like Scottish. I like different American, whether it's North, South. You know, I love Latin. As an accent as well. I just think it makes life more Latin, not as in Latin, as in Latin American.
Oh right, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And not as in historic Latin.
I was going to say, how would you know?
To be or not to be? That is the question. That's not really Latin, but Shakespearean. Yeah. Okay. Oh, but no. I hope you had fun, LOULA.
I did. I always do.
And I had great fun meeting you at the weekends. Thank you for that. It was a privilege to be let into the Goblin's Cave. Was I the first person in resin to be let into the Goblin's Cave?
Yes.
Get in.
Get in. The first one ever.
The first person in the Goblin's Cave. But yeah.
I don't want
to upset everybody in London now as well.
He was let in. I didn't lock him up either.
No,
I thought that was
locked up. I'm all right. I'm rubbish with a Cockney accent. It's like pick up the old dog and bone or something like that. You know, I'm not very good with London.
London.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Dick Van Dyke. Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke. Is he not the one out of Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Chimney, chim, chiroo. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
We are still here, but we are going to have to go, I'm afraid, because it's what, 20 to 10 now. I've got 20 minutes to try and wind down. Then I need to go beddy byes because I'm up at 5.
Boo.
I love Australians as well. I love Australian accents as well. It's like, g'day, Sheila.
I don't. G'day, Sheila. Honestly.
They still do. The older generation of Australians still call everyone Sheila, I think. My cousin moved out there a few years ago. I'm just saying.
New York. New York.
New York's very different accent. Yeah.
New York. I watch a lot of crime, don't I? I watch all the American court programs, so I do like the accents.
And up the apples and pears, that's Cockney. Cockney rhyming slam, I think. But there we go.
Apples and pears. No, I don't
Apples
know.
and pears, dog and bone, you know.
Dog and bone. Rosie Lee.
Rosie Lee, yeah.
Moon crackered. Those are the only ones I
Use
know.
your plates of meat. I don't know what that one means.
Use your plates
Again,
of
it sounds
meat.
inappropriate, Susie.
Do you know that one?
No.
Use your plates of meat. I don't know that one.
Use your plates of meat. I've not heard that one.
Susie's going to have to tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Is it something to do with your feet?
Plates of meat is feet, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's your OnlyFans name.
I didn't. Is that Martin's OnlyFans name? Really? I didn't realise that. You're the one with fuzzy feet, not me, Lula.
Martin's wetting himself.
Well, there we go. At least we can end in laughter. So it's been great having everybody here. Thank you to Lula. Thank you to Martin as well. Thank you to
everyone.
Everybody in chat. Thanks to the channel sponsor, Apex, as well. You're amazing. And everybody, do you know what? Just keep sharing around each other's videos. Keep having fun. Keep creating. Keep being you guys. You're amazing. And that's that. So, ta-ta. There you go, British. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Night-night, everyone. See. Oh, before you go, and we've already lost 5 since I said night. Oops. Just so you know, for those of you in America, there's a biggish channel out there that you may have heard of who's also coming back on next week for their 1 year later. Michelle from Glitz and Glitter. Very excited for that one. And do you know how we've been talking about wood?
God.
My recommendation is there's going to be a collaboration announced on that live where you're going to want to get yourself some wood. That's all I'm saying. And if you want to find out more about what you're going to have to do with that wood, then you'll have to tune in next week. Same time, Tuesday, 8 p.m. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.